dos, tres. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Diego. And today, a reboot edition of Daddy Gamer Diaries. I figured I'd do a little bit of an unpacking. What is this, you might wonder? Let me tell you. It is my return package from Nintendo for a repair job that I had on my Nintendo Switch. Now you might think I have sent in the entire thing, including all Joy-Con case, stand, cables with the size of this, but no. All I sent in was the tablet component. The problem I had with my Switch, this is the original day one model, was that, well, it got dumped in the toilet by my son Gabriel. He is almost 2. He will turn 2 on July 14th, which may or may not be before I even post this. And this happened maybe 4 or 5 months ago. He just grabbed it out of the stand where I had it, or it was already out of the charging dock, and just thought it'd be a good idea to see like what happens when you dunk it into the toilet. Initially, it just stopped working altogether. I figured it was dead. I had a Switch Lite, so I wasn't terribly devastated by it because I was still able to play my Switch Lite. That OG Switch had kind of transformed into the kids' and living room Switch where they would play and Ephraim would play it during his nap time or things like that, the other kids' nap time. And then after a couple of weeks, I said, well, I mean, maybe it's dried out. Who the hell knows? See if it works. Turned it on, and holy smokes, the thing actually worked. The left Joy-Con is pretty much dead, more due to wear and tear rather than the dunking in water. The right Joy-Con worked fine. Fortunately, I had one of these Breath of the Wild inspired Joy-Con that had the D-pad that was made because I love my fighting games and I wanted to have a D-pad on the left Joy-Con, and I had been able to use that as a substitute. The one problem that I noticed was the charge was rapidly dying. And hey there, sweetie. You want to put this back on your bed, on your door? You can do it. Okay, we got to take a time out, guys. And we're back. So where was I? I noticed that the charge was not holding, and I noticed that the ability to charge it up through the USB-C connection was pretty much gone. So eventually the ability to use the OG Switch became pointless because it could only be used while being plugged in and was no longer a really portable unit at that point. And you know, I remember thinking, well, I should probably send it in. I don't know if it's really something I want to do. And then the pandemic arrived, and I started being at home all the time anyways, and Ephraim and I would just switch off, with my Switch Lite. And he plays games on it that he finds interesting during his afternoon break time, like right now. And I use it kind of before bed to just relax for an hour or so, which I'll do later. However, it is something that I wanted to do, and so I went ahead and called up Nintendo. My Switch is clearly out of warranty by this point because I got it in 2016, 17? I don't even remember what year Switch came out. 17, right? 2017. And it's over 3 years old. But the price for just doing the repair anyways wasn't that bad compared to what it would cost to even buy like a used Switch refurbished. and they told me that even if they weren't able to repair it, they would just send me a new Switch. So let's see what we got, and potentially whether or not it's ready to go out of the box. I'm going to go ahead and tear at this here. Not sure exactly how they've got it set up for, I think that will actually work because it goes across. So what have you guys been playing during this pandemic time? I have used this opportunity to really sink into the same old stuff, which for me consists usually of long, extensive RPGs. I'm currently playing through Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which I bought digitally on release day, and my rationale for doing that is that digitally I can switch in and out of that game to another game without having to take a cartridge out, which meant that during this time of co-sharing my Switch Lite with Ephraim, I could perpetually keep whatever physical game he had playing in the cartridge slot without having to take it out every nap time or like break time that's his time to play, put in his game, take out my game. I just left in what he was playing if it was a cartridge game, and at the time it was Super Mario Odyssey. I'm going to guess that this is the exact one that I gave them. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm going to guess that it is. It says factory certified product. This product has been individually inspected and tested to ensure it is of the highest quality. The rest of the box was just a bunch of these lovely little styrofoam things and a yellow slip. The slip just says, to ensure optimal system performance, we recommend you use only Nintendo products such as their chargers, their docks, etc., etc., etc. Can't tell if there's an order. Here we go. Let's see what they gave us. Enclosed are your repaired system components. This is a statement of repair services rendered. Diagnosis and replacement of all defected, worn, or marginal components was performed, including extended testing for reliability per the manufacturer's specifications. Now, I did tell them that it was water damage, so I don't believe in trying to lie or whatever, especially with tech, because chances are they're going to be able to tell exactly what happened anyway. So I told them exactly what happened to the Switch, and they indicated that on the phone. I spoke to a very nice gentleman. I want to say his name was Austin, which I remember because I used to live in Austin, Texas. And he set up the order. I didn't have to wait too long for Nintendo to send me the UPS shipment label, maybe a week or two. I was a little worried. I set this up at the beginning of June, had to wait a couple weeks, then I got the shipment label, then I sent it out, and so it took about a month from the time that I decided to go ahead and set up the order request to the time that it came back. It looks as if I've got my original Switch back. Due to malfunction, we were unable to recover any data. So we'll need to proceed through first time setup. Anyway, Ephraim was playing Super Mario Odyssey, and the kid got credits. I played 0% of that playthrough for him. So he went from beginning of the game to, you know, credits, which I know isn't the full completion of the game. I haven't even done the full completion of the game, but all on his own. And I got to watch that happen. I was experiencing such tremendous pride for my little guy when that occurred. Let's see, did they bother to charge it so that it had some juice so that we could play it right off the bat? And we have power, my friends. Little Nintendo Switch logo. And I love that sound. It does look like we're here at the intro, having to set up language, region, accepting user and license agreement. Gonna have to completely do the Wi-Fi password and all that. So it looks like it works just fine. The Joy-Cons are receptive. I'm assuming that I've got a full battery charge. I am super excited to now have 2 Switches back, because that means if everyone's playing during the day and I want to play too, because it's just a dull in the workday, or I just feel like a quick jaunt, we get to do it simultaneously. And now that he's done with Super Mario Odyssey, he's actually playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 among many of the other things that are downloaded. But I'm interested in being able to work on some of the other games that I've gotten, other massive long RPGs like Divinity Original Sin 2. I got Astral Chain also recently, Dragon Quest 11 S. You know, off the top of my head, I know. I picked up Starlink just for the hell of it. It was super cheap on the eShop, and just excited to play Castlevania, or not Castlevania, but Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, and it's nice to have my original OG Nintendo Switch from day one, and hope you guys are enjoying it. This was pretty cool for me. Take care.